And boom, haha, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's jump right into it. Also, no FaceTime today because it keep messing up. So until I get an actual camera that can record my face and everything, we're just gonna leave that alone.
Hey, Spike.
Here we go. Robin, I told you you're not an anime. It's not our rules, it's house rules.
Yeah, I know.
This is already so far because, oh man, it's just so far seeing it animated. Because I love anime. It's one of my favorite series about RGT. Oof. Oh yeah. I wanna see where life takes me, son. Give it all I got. I remember when I first heard this song, I fell in love with it. I literally added it to my playlist and everything. This not a way you can break me. I give it all I got. I know. Oh.
Episode 1. The war begins! Okay, so let me get this straight. You, Aang, Ben, Jack, and Robin are going to storm the anime house and just start wrecking stuff?
Hey yo, who doing these voices?
That's the plan.
Look, Beast Boy, it's not that I don't want to help you, but there's a reason why these anime characters are over there and we're here. These guys are on a whole other level.
We're not.
I didn't say that, I'm just being real here. Ask anyone here, they'll tell you the same thing.
I low-key want to see RDC react to this.
You want to storm the house with them?
I feel like they already watched it.
Is there anything else I can do?
No, there isn't.
Oh, man.
Gumball, Darwin, y'all want to help?
Wait, what?
Never mind, sorry for asking. Steven, you and the gems in?
Nope. Well, that ain't happening. All right. I get your point. But you gotta admit one thing.
They need to hire this dude.
Out of all of us, Aang's the one that deserves to be there the most.
Is everything ready?
Yeah.
It is.
Yes.
Casting him out like this just doesn't seem right.
Well, you can say that again.
What is Danny?
Just don't get wrecked out there. I don't want to be the one to come and scrape up your corpse.
This will be the last time they disrespect us. Especially you, Aang. Cartoon House. Go!
Yeah, this one is alright. Oh, they took the My Hero Academia setup. Like, mess with it.
Hey, Spike.
Here we go. Robin, I told you you're not an anime. It's not our rules, it's house rules.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Make that nigga out.
And these aren't finished yet.
I'll take the samurais.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, this is so clean. Especially seeing it go from like the live action to
Why are you
this.
doing this, Robin?
It's just something that should have been done a long time ago.
Let's see what you got, kid.
Guys, the cartoon house is attacking!
Okay, and we're the anime house. They can handle it.
What Well, sorry, this I'm not gonna lie. There's like a good amount of characters I do not know. I only watch a handful of anime. I love anime, but
So who knows what they'll do?
I'm not obsessed with it. But I do love
Are
it.
you about to cry?
Killua? No, I'm not about to cry. I'm just saying it's bad out there.
And I will know who the show they're from, probably, dependents, but knowing their names is where I'm
Or
gonna
not. That's fine too.
flop at.
How do you expect to be the #1 hero if you're scared of cartoons, Deku?
I'm not scared of cartoons. I'm just saying they're attacking hard.
Hey, yo! Oh, don't tell me that's it. Oh, my heart. I want more. Written by Mark Phillips, original cast Mark Phillips, Miriam Manigo, Desmond Johnson, Dylan Patel, Benjamin Skinner, Afyon Harris, John Newton. Additional voices: Izuku Midoriya, Danny Phantom, Otaka. Whoa! Hold on, buddy. This song is so good though. Atakuva, Beast Boy, Mid J916. Animation is Rominations. Editing Rominations. Sound design Rominations. Anything Crash by RDC Will featuring Tosi Chan. Produced by Lil Waifu. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for episode 2. Most definitely will, bro. This is so clean. Let's look at the comments right quick. This, because I know people love this. Oh, this is so beautiful. This was beautiful. It really was. Animated and everything. Like, it didn't lack in anything. And then the additional characters, like, that weren't originally in it, like, that's a masterpiece. For your talent is astronomical. It really is. Being one person animating all this and doing all of this is crazy. And for free. Crazy. That's why I love this generation of like people with talent, because it's not about the money. They're not money hungry. They do things like this just because they love what they're doing it for. You know, like this is completely like related but unrelated, but like Lord of the Rings, for example, there's a group, like a community creating Lord of the Rings Conquest Reimagined. If you don't know what Lord of the Rings Conquest is, I'm finna show y'all. Honestly, I'm finna show y'all. But if you don't know what Lord of the Rings Conquest is, it was this old it was this older Lord of the Rings game on like PS3, and it was basically like what's it called, Star Wars Battlefront, I believe it's called, but in Lord of the Rings form, you know. And I was obsessed with this game when I was growing up. I love this game like crazy, and I'm showing you this because like the way that dude just animated Anime House for free, there's people out there actually rebuilding this game with better graphics, new things, adding new things to it, and like from the ground up. They're doing it from the ground up, and they're recreating it for completely free. They're not getting paid for it. They're not going to be able to even charge people to play it because it's a fan-made game. So they're doing this for free, and that's what I'm talking about when I say I love this generation, because this generation, they don't care about the money they make off of things. They know they have the talent. They know that they have the skill to do things like this. So what do? They do it for absolutely free. So us, the other fans of the genre who don't have the talent to recreate these things, get to enjoy it. You feel me? Like, so I'm just gonna show y'all a small snippet of the original, and then we'll go into. They haven't shown gameplay, sadly, of the
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is right here.
Get to the video, bro.
Really care? Deep balls. This tier.
Helm's Deep. So basically, they took scenes from the movie and like explained everything, but then you played the battles in the movie. That's why I love this game because I always wanted a Lord of the Rings game. I always wanted a Lord of the Rings game where you can actually play as the soldiers and not just the main characters. I don't know why that's always been like a niche for me, like something I love to do. Like I always love playing as non-main characters in video games. Like yeah, the main characters are cool and all, but it was just something inside me that I always wanted to play as a Gondorian soldier or a Rohirrim soldier. So it was like being able to do that is like it's like it was crazy. That's why I love this game so much. I love Lord of the Rings as a whole, and I loved basically every Lord of the Rings game I played, but this one honestly took the cake. And the thing was, it was so basic. Like you can look at it, it wasn't much to it. The maps weren't very big. They did have a good size though. Don't get me wrong. There was online. I didn't get to play online because when I was younger, I just didn't realize there was online for some reason. And yeah, so when you start off, you only have the archer and the soldier, you know. But as the game progresses, you unlock two other characters. You unlock the mage and the scout, and it's just so cool. Like when I'm seeing this and I'm realizing that somebody is remaking this, it's mind blowing, bro.
Just make things easier. I think these kind of games are easier on a controller. Like Shadow Mordor, probably. I played that on a controller. I thought that was much better.
Like, bro, look at
this. Oh
my god, just look at this. Being on the wall of Helm's Deep, defending it against the Mordecai is, oh my god.
So this game was basically, it runs off the engine of Star Wars Battlefront 2.
See, there you go.
That's what it came out as, so pretty cool. So it plays a lot like Star Wars Battlefront 2 as well. You capture points. Oh shit, there's a lot of guys here.
Oh man, but anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. This is supposed to be about Anime House, but basically, yeah, I already explained why I showed you guys that. It was just because I'm so surprised at how this generation is willing to create things like this for absolutely free and not get anything off of it. And honestly, of course, you know, RDC, they're doing all of this technically for free and stuff like that, but you know, they do get some pay sometimes they don't. You know, they never discussed this before, and sometimes the, you know, studios and stuff, they strike down their videos or copyright them or whatever. So, you know, it's like, but the fact that he's taking his time and his life and his time that he can't get back and putting it into doing something free just for the community is absolutely amazing, bro. It's absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to see this series come together. Like, I love Anime House, bro. I love it. 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 All right, that's one of the things that got me hooked onto RDC was Anime House, and the most recent Anime House, like, I love that one too. You know, like I love Anime House. It's one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube, and I'm so glad they did say that it's coming to us. The series is coming to an end, but the thing about that is, I feel like I hope they have like an Anime House 2, not like an Anime House 2, but like an Anime House 2. You know, like a completely separate, you know, thing. Like, you know, the next step in this series. I hope it just doesn't really stop, because I know Anime House is like one of their biggest series, excluding their little basketball skits and stuff like that. But as for full-fledged skits go, I think Anime House is one of the biggest ones, and I think they're ending it more mainly to be able to work on other things like the Hood Adventures and things like that, and you know, continue to work on other things, because you know, you don't just want to milk one thing the whole time. You know, they need room to work on other things. And oh man, and thinking about the things that RDC have coming, like in the near future, you know, with the HBO Max live action and the animated and their anime that they're writing, like, bro, it's so crazy that what if this dude low-key animates the anime? I wonder if they will have him working with them on the anime because of this. Like, if he gets hired to help work on the anime because of his work here, that would be that would be beautiful, bro. I low key hope he does get some kind of job with working with RDC because they're making big moves, and I'm sure they'll need people like him that are willing to animate. If they're willing to do it for free, I can only imagine the step up they'll do when they have a higher budget and a whole team of people working with them. You know, like it's crazy, bro. But yeah, like oh, it's just beautiful with seeing this generation, bro. Like, and with all the negativity and things of the world that's going on, it's like it kind of takes you out of, you know, the enjoyment of life. But when you see things like this and or things that you love come back to life and things or in a different representation, it makes you feel better. It makes you feel wholesome, and like it kind of just takes you to another place and make you forget about all the problems of the world for just a short amount of time, you know. And it's kind of hard to get away from the things that's going on because it's like the entertainment is like so focused around that things get held back, things get canceled because of real life situations, you know, like so it's kind of hard to like keep having your reality separated from the things that you love when everything that you love is being affected by your reality. You feel me? Like it's no longer, it's like the lines between reality and art are becoming thinner and thinner every single day. Like when a piece of art, like let's say an animation or a video game, doesn't represent something that has to do with reality, people throw a fit. They're like, well, why isn't the LGBT community represented in here? Why aren't black people represented in here? Why is this, that, and the it's like, it's the simple answer is because that's not how it was written, bro. Like, I get so annoyed when I hear people say, well, where are the black people? Or, well, where are the gay people? Like, it doesn't need it if that's not how it was written. It's not your art. If you want a show with gay people in it, go write a show with gay people in it. You want a show filled with a black cast, go write a show filled with a black cast. Like, don't nitpick at other people's art and their creation because you feel like you're not represented enough. Don't watch the show. Don't watch the animation. Like, it's literally that simple. But it's like people want to throw fits about stupid things like that, and it's ruining art itself because now people feel like they have to have some sort of representation from everyone, and it kind of defeats the art. You can sometimes tell when things are just in there just to be in there. Like if they have an LGBTQ plus community member in their game or something, sometimes you can kind of just feel it's in there just to shut them up. You know, it's not like I feel like they want to do that type situation. It's more like here y'all go, shut up, please. It's in the game. Leave us alone, you know? And you know, that's just how I feel like what the world is coming to. Like art is changing from the artist's perception and becoming what the world wants it to be. And it's like now you can't really release what you want. You have to really, when you release something, it has to be something to please everyone. Even though it's literally been said a million times that it's impossible to please everyone, people still make it a way and try to please everyone, and that's really what's annoying about, you know, this generation. So, you know, there's ups and downs to this generation, like there is every generation, but I feel like mainly this generation, they want to be included so much that they're willing to tear down the world just to be included, and that is the problem. You're not, as a human, you should be okay with not being included with anything, with everything, and only be included in certain things. And as a black nerd, it was I learned that lesson very quickly that I will not be included in everything in life. I won't have representation in a lot of movies. And being a nerd growing up, you know, in poverty, it was like there weren't a lot of black nerds like me. So when I got around other people or other black teenagers and I was a nerdy dude, I was getting picked on because of the way that I was, you know. And I had to learn quickly that I wouldn't fit in with everyone, and not everyone would like me. And that's why I kind of that's why I kind of appreciate being bullied as a kid, because it made me become contempt with myself and who I am, and learning that I don't need to be accepted by everyone to, know who I am. And honestly, I'm not saying bullying is a good thing, but I do believe some people need to be bullied so they can wake up and realize what reality is like. Like, there are people in this world that would really like cancel culture. I feel like people in cancel culture need to be bullied so they can understand that not everything is about them and not everything needs to please them. So whenever they decide they need to cancel someone, they need to go back in their minds and understand that, well, this isn't about me, this, that, and the third, and whatever, like that's just how I feel. Obviously, like I said, bullying is not good, but I do believe if you're tough enough to make it out of the bullying situation, then you will grow as better as a person, and you will learn very quickly who you are as a person, rather than going through life thinking you're something that you're not, and then being told that you're not, and then having a breakdown while you're an adult. Like, you don't want to, like, it's better to be a kid, get bullied, and realize who you are as a kid than be an adult going through life thinking you're a certain type of person, and then you come to the realization that you're not as an adult, and now you're breaking down as an adult and your whole life is falling apart. You have things to lose as an adult. As a kid, you really don't have nothing to lose. You're just living life at that point. You don't have bills yet. You don't have a family yet. You have nothing to support. The only thing you're worried about is living when you're a kid. So it's kind of like, it's that's just my whole point. Like, this generation is like, there's beautiful side, there's beautiful things, and there's the ugly things about it. And I basically said all this to say that things like this, the animations and people doing things like this for free, is one of the beautiful sides of this generation. And I hope as we grow, more people like this will continue to do things, for free, just do. And another good example of people doing things for free is the Legend of Genji. If you don't know what the Legend of Genji is, it's basically a fan made Avatar comic book series, but it's like an animated comic book series. Like, it's not fully animated like this was, but it's like moving. It's like a moving comic book picture. Let me show you. Let me just show you, because that's basically the only way I can probably get you to understand if you don't know what the Legend of Genji already is. Why did I click that? I swear I hate this mouse sometimes. It's kind of just doesn't like to listen. The Legend of Genji. Okay, so boom, this is the Legend of Genji. I watched all this parts. This is before I started streaming. I wish I would have, started streaming first and then watched it. But yeah, this is basically it. And it's basically Avatar: The Last Airbender, but like life after Korra. So this is about the next Avatar after Korra has passed away, and a lot of people didn't really care about life after Korra, because Korra was such an advanced advanced era compared to Aang's era. And they had technology, they had cars and all of that in Korra. So it's like, we were getting more modern we knew that the next Avatar would be more modern, and it would be, it just wouldn't necessarily feel like Avatar. But the Legend of Genji does a great job of keeping it in the Avatar universe, but at the same time doing it in the modern way. You feel me? And so far they only have 3 parts of book 1. And I honestly can't wait to see what they do. And again, they're doing this for free. They're not allowed to charge for this because it's based on Avatar. So this is what I mean when I'm saying this generation is going crazy with the remakes, or just the continuation of stories that these big companies refuse to continue. Like, it's like the big companies don't want to do it. Okay, we're gonna take it into our own hands and we're just gonna do it for you. And the fans love it. I love it. I've yet to see a project fan made that I do not like. Simply because the projects, since they're made by fans, the fans know what the other fans want. You know, they're in the communities. They hear the conversations that go on up with other fans, and you know what they want to talk about. So it's kind of like, you know, it's just they know what we want, so it makes it even better. And like I said, no one really cared about, you know, life after Korra. If anything, people were talking about learning about avatars before Korra and before Aang, you know, ones that we don't really know about. You know, that's what people want series on. That's what people want movies on. You know, they don't really care about life after Korra. So the fact that they were able to do the Legend of Genji and make it as popular as it is crazy. Because like I said, no one cared. No one cared. But they took the risk, and honestly, it wasn't a crazy risk because again, they're doing it for free. So it's like they really had nothing to lose. It's not like they would lose their jobs if it didn't pop off well. But people just wanna people they took the thing that people loved and created something absolutely amazing out of it with no budget behind it. You feel me? And that's one of the best things ever. Another thing, there's so many that's coming to my mind right now. Another thing is, if you didn't know, you have an Avatar: The Last Airbender video game that's being made by I forgot what's his name, but he's making Avatar: The Last Airbender video game in Dreams. If you don't know what Dreams is a it's basically like it's basically a game where people build games inside. So it's like a game builder in game, you know. But yeah, so basically he's making Avatar: The Last Airbender game. Like, okay, let me just click this one, I guess. But again, it's fan made. He's not getting paid for this at all. He's not making a dime from this, but he's doing obviously. Okay, yeah, they have Patreons and stuff, and that's how they kind of get paid for it. But it's like when you really think about it, it's not the same as, you know, a AAA game or company making the game, but yet they make it so beautifully, and they do it to the fullest extent. To like, they do it to the fullest extent, and they don't really slack when they do it. You know, like he's I wish I can show you guys the amount of detail he puts into this game, the amount of crazy, like, hold on, let me see if I can find a video about it. Let's see.